Hello, this is Silver Art, and this is episode 4 of the 70s Silver Art Bar Show. What you see here is a rare Greathouse Productions find at a local shop. It's a Greathouse bar, it's a Greathouse Productions bar. If you look on the back, it says Worldwide Coin, but it was meant for Greathouse Productions, especially that there are some earlier Greathouse bars that were minted by different companies, different private mints. But the later ones, the late 70s, the early 80s ones were minted by him. I guess it was like a company, Greathouse Productions. So this is a very rare find. Okay. Greathouse Productions bars, generally speaking, are very low mintage. Most of them are between, let's say, 10 bars to 300 bars minted per bar. And these are very hard to find. You don't see many of them on eBay. They are very, very scarce. And I felt lucky to pick up one at a local shop. And I paid bullion for it. I paid $19.21 for it, which was $1 over spot. Like I said, it's got a bunch of toning on it, which I don't mind. That's fine. I usually keep them as is. These generally, like this particular bar right here, this will go for, I'm going to say between 100 and 175, maybe a little higher than that. Not sure. I hadn't checked the past sales. Like I say, you don't see many of these. As a matter of fact, this particular Greathouse bar has, on a relative basis, has a very high mintage. I believe it's a 635 of this particular bar minted. Let me see. I got my. Let me see here. Got my Greathouse or my Archie Kidd book. Very handy here. Greathouse production bars. That's one of the reverses used in the earlier Greathouse bars. So as you can see, there we go. Turn over and see. Okay, here it is right here. That's it. That's the bar. It was struck by Worldwide Mint in 1974. And these, let me see. Let me check here. Remembering the good times. This is a variety. This is not a variety. The variety one does not have a serial number. Mine does, which is stamped on the top edge of the bar. As a matter of fact, I think it's kind of hard to see it, but it's on the top of the bar. Okay, here we go. Remembering the good times. It was minted in 1974. 635 minted. A rarity value of 30, which actually they sell for a lot higher than that because they're Greathouse bars and they're very hard to find. And I'll tell you something. I did have a chance to buy one earlier this year for $30, but when I came back, it was gone that quickly. So obviously someone knew that it was a very high value bar. So I thought, well, okay, I missed my chance then, and I didn't think about it at the time. It wasn't until like late last month that I went to one of the local dealers to see what bars they had, and I hadn't stumbled across this. And I paid a lesser price than I originally thought because he sold it as strictly bullion, 999 generic silver, and that's the premium that I received, or that's the premium that I paid. So this is a very good find. It's a rare find, and usually with Greathouse bars, there's some initials. If I can just examine it, it's TRG. It's hard, maybe hard to see. It's TRG, and let me see. I think it's the NJG. So I think the NJG is stand for Nancy Greathouse, which I believe was his wife. and TRG stands for Thomas R. Greathouse. And usually a Greathouse bar will have her initials on it. That's usually how you can tell that it's a Greathouse bar. And once I saw it, I recognized it right away, and I decided to go ahead and pick it up for $1 over. Now that's one of the best. As a matter of fact, so far this year, this is one of the best finds of 2017. It just doesn't get any better than this. And with that being said, I do not plan to sell this on eBay. Even though I know I can get over $100 on it, I'm not going to sell it because this is the only one I have. Now, if I come across another one, which is highly unlikely given the low mintage, if I come across another one, then I'm going to sell the other one. I'm going to sell the one I just found. I'm going to still keep this one, but if I find another one somewhere else, then I'm going to flip that one and keep this one. Oh yeah, I definitely love this one. This is great. Yeah, I also got some toning on it, seen better days. But hey, I guess it gives it character. What can you say? It's very good. I mean, I just feel happy with it. So I definitely go look out for more of those. Hopefully I'll come across more Greathouse bars. But I've been collecting for 8 years, and I think this is probably my 4th Greathouse bar that I found local, like at a local shop. Or not at a local shop, but just any coin shop in the 8 years that I've been doing this. So obviously they're very hard to find. I mean, it's just interesting. So I don't know how many are in existence because, like I said, this bar was minted before the big melt of the early 80s. So I don't know how many were melted. So I don't know how many are still in existence. But yeah, you don't see many of them on eBay. That's for sure. So I just wanted to share that with the public, the Silver Art Bar public, because you just don't come across something like this on a regular basis. You just don't see many Greathouse bars. And this particular one is a good find because these are very high value ones. So, and that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share that with you. And that ends episode 4 of the 70s Silver Art Bar Show. And goodbye.